Hello, everybody. Welcome to the live. I want to talk about Oprah Winfrey's two-day event. Where do we go from here? It's been bothering me. I watched it and I was hoping for something, I don't know, something that would actually help. You understand what I'm saying? Something that would actually make a damn difference. But again, shit. You know when you watch something and you're hoping for answers, but you actually come away with more questions than you had before? That was one of them moments. It was like, shit, I got more questions now than I had before I started watching this damn show. But anyway, I'm gonna give my take on it, and hopefully y'all got some ideas that y'all maybe want to talk about it. But I'm gonna tell you the one thing that frustrates me the most is I finally know why it frustrates me, but for years it was a big puzzle. And what it is I always say, well, why don't black celebrities and black influencers like sports figures, athletes, black people with money and influence, why do they not go hard for their people? I mean, it's almost like, why? They got all the money and all the influence in the world. They could do something overnight, could change things for everybody, like completely. You know what I'm saying? So, I give you an example. Oprah, she's more willing to go to do something in Africa than to do something for starving kids in Africa than she is for starving kids in America. Now, don't get me wrong. People in Africa need help too. But shouldn't you fix home first? I mean, it's a simple fucking question. Fix home first, But, and like I say, I used to be real confused by that. But I'm going to tell you what a blessing. That video, I suggest it damn near every time I talk to people. The Crest theory of color confrontation and racism, white supremacy. I now know why Oprah Winfrey, Michael Jordan, Michael Jackson at one time, all of these people, they don't do anything for their own people. I'm going to give you the short answer, and then I'm going to go into a little detail about it. But it's as simple as this. There are two sets of black people in the world. Two. In the system of racism, white supremacy, it splits us down the damn middle. On one end of the spectrum is this person, and on the other end of the spectrum is this person. And the shortest answer is, you got the house nigga, and you got the field nigga. Now you may be thinking, well, these people rich, so how could they how could you even put them in the category of a slave? Well, we just talking about mentalities. People say, well, slaves don't get paid. Yeah, that's true. But when you're dealing with house niggas and field niggas, there is some compensation. And here's what I mean. Oprah Winfrey and influencers like her are used. They're very useful tools for the system of racism and white supremacy. Those people get paid millions upon millions of dollars to keep us regular black folks confused, to keep us so far from what the fuck really going on that white people don't have to worry about us. You understand what I'm saying? Now, I'm hoping most of these people are just innocent victims of this system. I hope they honestly don't know the bad that they doing. I pray and I hope, because some of these people have really good hearts, I believe, but they just don't realize they being used. You know what I'm saying? It's a scary thing, and that's why all y'all need to get educated on this system of racism, white supremacy. Please watch the video, and it's a YouTube video. It's called The Crest Theory of Color Confrontation and Racism, White Supremacy. Please, everybody, I'm begging y'all. Before I watched that video, I was confused about damn near everything. I promise you, no joke. Why do black people seem to always be poor? I remember when I first came to Atlanta, and this for real, this is no joke. I came from Chicago. I moved to Atlanta, I think probably about 96. You know what I'm saying? This town was beautiful. I mean, it's black people everywhere. You know what I'm saying? I would walk down the street and people would speak to me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like this. They wave. I look back thinking they talking to somebody behind me because I come from Chicago. You understand what I'm saying? And out of it's a protective mechanism. You just don't go around speaking to people. You know what I'm saying? You don't just be waving at motherfuckers all willy nilly. You understand what I'm saying? And I ain't saying Chicago is a bad place, but what I'm saying is every place has pockets where bad shit happens, and you learn very quickly to just kind of, you know, mind your own fucking business and don't just be showing your teeth to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Because if you simple minded, you're gonna get got. And if you are speaking to somebody, people think that you're trying to get them a lot of times. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, that being said, I learned, you can come on in. I learned that, I'm sorry, I'm reading some, please forgive me. But anyway, so I moved to Atlanta. Beautiful city. And I felt like, man, this is nice. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times in Chicago, I'm going to just be honest with you. You know, you go to a nightclub, everybody having a good time. Somebody get pissed off and it's a fight get started. Shit happens. You know what I'm saying? It happened awful a lot in Chicago. You know, and even in the suburbs where I'm from and in Chicago. And so you just kind of, you be careful when you're in large crowds. You know what I'm saying? So when I came here to Atlanta, I didn't experience a whole lot of that. I saw a lot of people together, enjoying themselves for the most part. You know, there was no worries. And that's why, one of the reasons I think I fell in love with this place when I came. Anyway. But anyway, that being said, I saw a lot of people with brand new cars. You know? And so here I'm so naive. I'm thinking, man, people in Atlanta must have it going on. You know what I'm saying? This must be where the money is. You know what I'm saying? So I spent a few years in Atlanta before it started to dawn on me. People, had nice cars. People lived in nice apartment places. You know what I'm saying? And they just living their best life. But I had no fucking clue. These people was working 2 and 3 damn jobs just to maintain a nice apartment place. Broke as a fuck. I kid you not, people. I kid you not. I mean, most people here don't even have weekends off. I'm from Chicago. Most people back then, I don't know about now, we worked Monday through Friday. The weekend was like, we couldn't wait for the fucking weekend. You know what I'm saying? Here, the weekend never happens. I mean, these people, they'll just party on Sunday night after work at Kroger and everybody be in the damn parking lot like having a damn midnight barbecue. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. But I was just slow to understand that these people is working 2 and 3 jobs just to have a car and a place to live. You know? And that changed my perspective a little bit. I mean, of course, I respected that they was hard-working people. But at the underlying thing was, man, we all broke as a fucking joke. You know what I'm saying? It's like, well, you broke because you ain't putting in the work. You know, you obviously must be doing something wrong. That's what the system wants you to think. No, you ain't doing nothing wrong. The system got your ass confused. You feel what I'm saying? They parade people in front of us with money and influence so that we'll try to be like those people. But don't nobody ever talk about the fact that is most of my people walking around that don't have cars and they walking to the store. And I'm thinking, they walking because they must want to get some exercise. No, they ain't got no damn car. They got no fucking car, and the bus system don't even come down this damn street. You see what I'm saying? It's fucked up. So I was always wondering why celebrities don't do more, why they don't go hard for their people. And they don't go hard for their people because they stuck in the house nigga syndrome. They comfortable with where they at, and they don't give a shit about nobody else being comfortable. It's all about me, 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 me. Fuck us. You see what I'm saying? And that's the house nigga. Y'all saw the movie from Django. Django lived in the big house up to next to Massa, you know. His boss gets sick. Is we sick, Massa? You know what I'm saying? We. Like you know, you that same motherfucker. No. Here it is. The other slave mind is the field nigga. Circumstance and situations hard as a fuck. Motherfucker need changes. That's what I think the majority of black people are at. You know, we need changes, but we just don't know how to get them changes. So when I saw this show going on, where do we go from here? Surely Oprah gonna get together a whole group of smart motherfuckers. You know, they're gonna sit down and discuss this shit and come up with a good plan. You know, and you know, and you know, we gonna have something we could work with. And again, that ain't Oprah's job in the system of racism, white supremacy. Her job is to keep shit going just the way it is. Do not change shit. Here's what I mean by that. Most of them people up there that was talking was focusing on us voting. Voting. No, it's motherfuckers being killed in the street by cops right now today. What can we do today to fix this problem? Why is everybody's too scared to talk about this shit? Here's what need to happen, and it's the simplest shit in the world coming out my mouth, because the shit makes perfect sense. Listen, these cops murdered innocent people, from George Floyd to Breonna Taylor, and now to the young fella in Atlanta, Rashad Brooks. If you kill somebody, your ass get locked up, they have a trial, and you go to jail. Problem solved. Oh, not so simple when you're a damn police officer. When it's a police officer, everybody get on code and start trying to protect the police officers, trying to make the victims look bad. You see what I'm saying? The system that we up under is so ominous. It make us think we crazy. It make us think we crazy for getting upset that our people being killed wholesale. And then you got celebrities get on fucking their national platform and don't say shit negative about police. Don't mention not a nan fucking thing that these people need to be held to the fucking fire. And I'm gonna be specific what exactly need to happen to fix America today. If every cop that was involved in the situation for those 3 people being killed get first-degree murder charges with quick convictions, it would immediately get public trust back in the police department. We would immediately have public trust in our government. Right now, I don't trust shit. I don't trust the police. I don't trust the government. You see what I'm saying? I ain't the only one feel this way. But why the fuck am I don't hear nobody else saying this shit. The cops turn their back on their badge. They turn their back on their oath. They should not have the boys in blue looking out for them. This government is harboring and protecting murderers. That shit is unfucking heard of. But you'll be confused about it, like I was confused about it until you watch that video. The Crest theory of color confrontation and racism, white supremacy. The shit is so crystal clear why it's happening, why it's going to continue to happen so long as we stay ignorant to what's really going on. You see what I'm saying? And I know y'all wish I would just tell y'all what's going on. I can't tell y'all what's going on. Y'all got to want to know this shit for yourself. That's why y'all got to do the work. Go to fucking YouTube and type in the Crest theory of color confrontation and racism, white supremacy. The video you want to watch is 1 hour and 23 minutes long. This ancestor, she's passed now, she's gone, but she put in the work. She gave this information, she found this shit, and she put it together. You see what I'm saying? And this shit is for y'all. It's for us to learn what the fuck it is that's going on. You know what I'm saying? This stuff ain't gonna stop. It can't stop. It's a system. The only thing that could fix this system is us. If we continue to remain in the broke system, allowing it to just keep doing what it do, it's gonna keep doing what it do. It needs our participation. And our participation right now is to just be ignorant. Not to know what the fuck going on, so the shit could just keep going on. You know what I'm saying? I ain't doing it no more. My goal, just like it's going to be your goal once you get turned on, is to turn other people on. Just put it the fuck out there into the universe. People going to pick it up. Some people ain't. But we got to put it out there. That's the whole purpose we here. You see what I'm saying? Because I'd be damned if I'm going to leave here and my kids not know what the hell I went through. You know what I'm saying? This system is so evil, it's so corrupt, and it's so deep. Black people simply do not belong in the system. You see what I'm saying? We are forced to grow up like we leave it to fucking Beaver. They got little black boys and girls, myself included, growing up, want to live the American dream. A big house, big white house with a white picket fence. And then we go to school, get an education, all this shit, go in debt. And we doing our best to live our white fantasy. Because that's what the fuck it is. You live in a white fantasy. Some shit that you shouldn't even be focusing on. What do I mean by that? You telling me your black ass supposed to be impressed living a white life. What do I mean by that? What I mean by that is you weren't put here to be a slave for nobody else. So if they push the idea on you that you just need to work for the rest of your fucking life, sound like a damn slave to me. No. You are a creator. You are an originator. You supposed to produce shit. You supposed to create jobs for other people, for your people. We was put here to dominate, not to be stepped on like doormats. You know what I'm saying? No. They put these thoughts in our head to control us. In order to get out from under the system of racism, white supremacy, we first need to know that the system exists. And today, you can learn this system 100%, an hour and 23 minutes. Y'all will piss off an hour and 23 minutes watching a goddamn baseball game, basketball game, football. You see what I'm saying? Use that hour and 23 minutes productively today so that you could teach your kids how to survive, how to thrive, and how to be strong black citizens. You know? And if you know anything about me, one of the reasons I come like this, one of the main reasons I come hard like this for sure now is this motherfucking continent belongs to us. It's how shit always has been. If you don't know nothing, what I'm talking about, we are, like my man Thomas just put on the thing, indigenous, aboriginal, natives. You can Google 1828 definition of American. It'll tell you exactly who you is. Have a penny with you when you do it. It'll open your goddamn mind right up. At least it might put a little fire under you. You understand what I'm saying? That definition has been hidden from us. That's Webster's dictionary, the year 1828, describing you, black man, you, black woman. You see what I'm saying? We not from Africa. We indigenous to this continent. That's who we are. They told us that lie about Africa to keep the lie going. It's so much we don't know, and there's so much we got to learn. But getting back to Oprah now, again, these people could change the whole trajectory. That's a big fucking word. The whole trajectory for black people overnight. And I always would wonder, why in the hell do they just focus on bullshit? Bullshit. And a lot of y'all might be wondering, well, ain't voting good? Well, let's do this. We've been voting since voting came about. Hell, a lot of our people died trying to vote. Am I right or wrong? Motherfuckers got lynched trying to vote. Then why the fuck is we, hundreds of years later, still dealing with shit like this? Obviously, voting ain't the fucking lick. It ain't what they think. It ain't what we think it is. And they have us running around like a hamster on a wheel, picking Republican Party, Democrat Party. You know what? This whole government is a bird. It's a little bitty fucking bird. And one wing is Republican, the other wing is Democrat, but it's the same fucking bird. So no matter who you choose, you still being fucked. You see what I'm saying? If you gon' vote, get something for your vote. Reparations. If a motherfucking candidate ain't talking about reparations, then you ought not be talking about supporting them. Period. I don't give a fuck who it is, Donald Trump or Biden. They both racist white men who don't give no fucks about no black man. You understand what I'm saying? It's simple, people. It's simple. We like a fucking table. They on our backs like we a fucking table. All we got to do is stand up and game over. Game over. So what do I mean by stand up? What I mean by stand up is we need to start holding these motherfucking celebrities to the fire. No, I ain't giving you no more of my attention if you ain't talking about black shit first. All of us need to be black first. You can't be a person talking about, well, we gotta love everybody. Everybody ain't loving you. You gotta love yourself first. What I say? You gotta take care of home first. You gotta take care of home first. You can't be worried about the whole fucking world and what's going on with Mexicans and Japanese people. They don't give no fucks about you. Take care of your family first. Take care of home first. You know? Now, again, like I say, this Oprah thing, it irritated me because they didn't come with no solutions. Nothing different. They scared to get excited and angry and pissed off at the right people, hoping that something gonna change down the line. And I'm starting to think they in on it. I'm seriously starting to think these motherfuckers know what the fuck they doing. But I can't prove it yet. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to get that kind of indictment. But what I am saying is, black people as a whole, we need to know we are at war. We have been at war for 528 years. Ain't no accident cops killing us wholesale. And if you think this is just constant accidents, one time, two times, three times, maybe hundreds of fucking times a year. No. They doing this specifically for reasons. And those reasons are in that video. The crest theory of color confrontation and racism, white supremacy. I'm believing if enough of us get on board with this understanding shit, you understand what I'm saying? We'll stop being confused about all this crazy shit. They want us confused, people. The people that's in power are our enemies. If all of us would understand that, we'll stop bickering and fighting with each other, and we'll focus on the true enemy. Think about that. I'm going to give you this one example. If the criminals that's in the jail, in jail, in the penitentiary right now, all focused on the guards and the warden, they could all be free tomorrow. It's thousands of inmates. It's only a handful of prisoners, prisoner guards, and a warden. But the prison system promotes gang activity. Y'all probably didn't know that. They promote gang activity to keep beefs going on, to keep bullshit happening. They don't be trying to squash that shit. They actually promote it. They do not want the prisoners focusing on them. And that's the same thing that goes on with this government. They don't want us focusing on them, the real problem. They want us fighting and bickering with each other. You see what I'm saying? I mean, think about it. The shows that they most heavily produced for us to watch is bullshit shows like Atlanta Housewives. And them shows are constantly about people biting each other in the back and being ignorant and focusing on just living a fake, life. You know what I'm saying? When that shit ain't reality. But it's very entertaining. You know what I'm saying? Fuck entertaining. I want real shit for my real life. I want businesses. I want to make opportunities for other black people. I want my children to grow up knowing this they continent, this is they shit, and they gonna be running this shit. Hopefully y'all want the same thing for y'all peoples and y'all kids. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying it's time out for us. We so influenced by people like Oprah, movie stars, actors, and people. These people don't give no shits about us at all. They paid. They gonna be paid. Their goal is to keep us focused on bullshit. They do not do anything, nothing solid for the black community. Not a damn thing. But we worship them. You know what I'm saying? We gotta stop that. These people are just high-paid house slaves. These house niggas. That's all they are. They just high-powered house slaves. I promise you. This is some ignorant shit. You know? Malcolm X said a speech about it. Field nigga, house nigga. He said, him himself says, I'm a field nigga. And I'm a field nigga. Because I ain't with this system. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of seeing my brothers get killed in the street. I'm tired. I can't do it no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell you, I was so ignorant about racism. I'm going to try to tell y'all this little story real quick, and then I'm going to probably get up out of here. I was completely ignorant to racism. when I moved to Atlanta, a few years later, I ended up getting a management job. I was an assistant store director with Kroger here in Atlanta. And my upper management team was all black. You know what I'm saying? Because Atlanta's like a big black mecca, right? So, I never really experienced no negativity. Well, one incident of racism that I thought, and it was very strange. And I'm going to tell you the story. This guy, he's a white guy, old guy named Tom, I think his name was. A few years older than me. Maybe 10 years older than me. But it was a black customer who wanted some meat at a reduced price because it was close dated. It was about to go out. And so he got real upset, and he came to me and he says, Jackson, that lady's a nigger. She's a nigger, and I don't care who knows it. And I'm like, what the fuck? I said, John, motherfucker, you must have balls big as Texas to say some shit like that to my goddamn face. I say, take your ass up to the office. Take your ass up to the office. I was pissed. I wanted to put my fist through that motherfucker's brain. You know what I'm saying? His assistant, who was a black lady, after I told him to go to the office, she came to me and she said, Mr. Jackson, he came looking for you. He wanted specifically for you to tell you that to your face. He came looking for you. I didn't know what the fuck that meant. You know what I'm saying? So, our upper management team actually had an office in the upstairs back of that store. This is Union City, Georgia, so many years ago. So they was talking to him behind closed doors. I wasn't allowed to sit in. They was getting information and shit. And then finally, they asked me to come into the office. And my boss at the time, Mr. Mitchell, he said, Jackson, I know you're upset, and I understand exactly how you feel. Because I told him, I say, look, y'all either going to fire me or you're going to fire him. But one of us motherfuckers got to go. I didn't curse out of respect for my upper management. I said, but one of us got to go. I cannot work with a person like that under no circumstances. He said, I understand exactly how you're feeling, Jackson, but the corporate office is going to take care of this. Right? I said, okay. And I said, well, what about what he just said? What's going on? And he said, okay, well, Tom, go ahead and explain yourself. So Tom started talking. He says, well, I didn't call her a nigger. I called her a niggard. 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 I looked, and the motherfucker had the dictionary. It said that this is a person who wants something for free. A niggard. I say, ain't this some shit? I say, ain't no fucking way. I say, listen, you knew what the fuck you said. I didn't curse, but this how I feel. I said, you knew what you were saying. You knew exactly. You told me what you said. You didn't say niggard. You called her a nigger. And that's fucking unexcusable. But his little bullshit example kept his ass from being fired. The next day, his ass was moved to another store. I was still there. They kept me at that location. But that one instance of racism I experienced here in the city of Atlanta. You understand what I'm saying? Now, fast forward a few years. I end up working with another grocery chain in Middle Georgia. Now, being that I'm from Chicago, didn't experience a whole lot of racism in Chicago that I knew of. Working in Atlanta, didn't experience a whole lot of racism. So I get to Middle Georgia, and I'm asking people to do their job. You know, I'm a kind person. I'm a very professional person. You know, please, thank you, and you know. And so people giving me a lot of pushback. You know what I mean? Like dragging their feet or giving me a look. I didn't quite understand it. You know what I'm saying? Because where I come from, insubordination is a fireable offense. Period. You tell a person to do something, they better goddamn do it. I mean, ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it, right? So I talked to my upper management. At this time, it was all white people. You know, and these motherfuckers wasn't on the same level because they was like, well, you know, you're new to the place, and maybe they just haven't warmed up to you enough, and you know, maybe you just need to be less directive, you know. And I said, you know what? Okay, let me try it their way. Let me just try to scale it back a little bit and be more personable, you know. Ask them about their family members and stuff like that, and just kind of see if that'll work. Same thing. Same pushback, you know. And this pushback came from white and black people. Now, I'm going somewhere with this story. I was clueless to racism That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's where this is going to. But anyway, and it was so much of a problem. I called human resources, and I don't know what's going on. All I know is I got employees that's dragging their asses and ain't doing exactly what I need them to do when I need them to do it. So let's say her name is Suzanne. Suzanne, I don't know what's going on in this store. I'm following all the books that I've learned over my years how to manage people. I'm nice. I'm kind. I am direct, but I'm fair, firm, fair, and friendly. That was the 3 F's: firm, fair, and friendly. You feel what I'm saying? So she goes, well, just do your best. That's a pretty good team you got there, and the store has always performed well. Pretty good people there. I said, okay. So I try a little fucking harder. One day I come into the damn store at about 1 o'clock. I worked a closing shift. And, we come in and we go to each department and we just do a freshness check. You look at dates and, you see it, make sure people ready for the dinner rush. So here's the deli department. Them motherfuckers got like 4 pieces of meat that's out of date. Shit should have been pulled, yesterday. You know what I'm saying? But see, the morning crew should have caught that. And I get that. But it's the night crew now and I'm there. So the assistant manager, I said, let's call him Paul. I say, Paul, hey, come here for me. Let me holler at you. Because you don't want to say this shit out loud so everybody can hear you got out-of-date fucking meat in your deli department. So I say, Paul, you got about 4 or 5 items in here that's out of date. Why don't you stop what you're working on right now? A few of y'all get together and y'all take care of this. This motherfucker said, no, ain't doing it. They should have did that this morning. That shocked me. Because most of the time, it's kind of like they'll drag their ass and just give me a look. But this motherfucker just flat out told me no. Again, a fireable offense. You see what I'm saying? I say, listen, Paul, I hear what you're saying. They should have got that this morning. But them motherfuckers I didn't curse. I say, but they ain't here right now. And we need to handle this right now. So if you could, stop what you're doing. Take care of these out of dates, and y'all get back to what y'all working on. I ain't gonna do it. Nope. I said, Paul, go to the office. My boss was sitting his ass in the office. And this is a white guy, probably 2 or 3 years younger than me. Or more, I don't know. But so I said, let's call him Jerry. White guy too. I said, Jerry, listen, here's what happened. I come in at 1 o'clock, do a freshness check, and they got out-of-date products in the counter. I said, y'all get together. Let's remove these out of dates and y'all get back to what's work. And he told me no. He ain't doing it. They should have took care of it this morning. And I said, my boss, I said, am I telling them something wrong? I'm a little confused. Somebody tell their manager they ain't gonna do something. That's a fireable offense. I said, am I right about that? This motherfucker act like the phone rung. He picked it up, What? I'll be right there. And he got the fuck out of that office. This motherfucker act like the phone rung. You can't make this shit up. I say, ain't this some shit? And I'm still totally confused by racism. At this point, I have no fucking clue. I'm thinking I'm in the fucking Twilight Zone. You know what I'm saying? I say, listen, man. Y'all go take them. And I cursed this time because my boss was gone. I say, y'all take that goddamn meat out that counter. We ain't finna have no sick customers running around here getting sick from fucking out-of-date meat. I'll deal with you later. And he left up out of there. Now, fast forward a few weeks after that. And again, I said, I need to write this dude up for this. He says, no, don't write him up. It was about a day had passed. They should have caught that earlier, and it really ain't his fault, is what he told me. And I'm going to tell you, this is my boss. And here's what I was thinking. I say, motherfucker, your ass came in the morning shift. You were supposed to do a freshness check, and your ass didn't catch this. Your ass need to be fired. That's what I'm thinking. I didn't say it, but I sure the fuck was thinking it. You understand what I'm saying? But I don't want to get too sidetracked. I'm going somewhere with this story. I was clueless about the system of racism and white supremacy. You understand? Now, this shit was so bogging me down. Here I am, a black man in white middle fucking Georgia. And I promise you, it was days I just didn't want to go to fucking work. Because I'm not used to that kind of disrespect. How in the hell you gonna disrespect your manager and tell him you ain't fitting to fucking do something? That was unfucking conscionable to me. You understand what I'm saying? So it's a customer come in, and this motherfucker in good spirits. I mean, he was just smiling in good spirits. I'm doing my job, whatever the fuck I was doing. And he come up to me. I didn't know him. He didn't know me. He said, excuse me, what do you call a restaurant where the owner, the husband is a Mexican fella and the wife is a black lady? What do you call that restaurant? And me, I'm halfway paying attention, but he's in a good mood, so I'm like, I don't know. He said, not your mama's, and started laughing and walked off. And the funny thing is, I was like, okay, that's kind of clever. I fucking started laughing too a little bit. 2 minutes later, the shit dawned on me like a fucking ton of bricks. I said, God damn, I'm dealing with racism in this bitch. How this motherfucker so comfortable to come up to me and tell me a racist ass joke like that? How? You see what I'm saying? Just comfortable with the shit. And I called Human Resources. And I said, Human Resource lady, I think I know what I'm dealing with here. I think I know what the hell's going on. I didn't curse, though. I'm very professional. And I said, I'm dealing with racism. I told her the story about the guy telling a joke, and, you know. And she says, no, I don't think it's racism. The guy who worked there before you, he was black. I said, oh, really? I mean, where is he now? Can I talk to him? I would love to talk with him because I'm confused. She says, well, no, we can't get that information out. I said, well, you saying he still works for the company? She said, yes. And he's at a different store for the same company for us. She said, yeah. But you don't want me to talk to him. She said, well, yeah. I mean, no sense in causing these kind of problems. You're not dealing with racism. He was black. You're black. You know, the store has always performed well. 2 days later, they moved my ass to another store. I ended up in Meta, Georgia. You see what I'm saying? Clueless about racism. Gave me fucking headaches. I think I gained about, 40 pounds, man. Just drinking, depressed, trying to just make it through them fucking days. And that's what we deal with as a people. Because we don't know we in a system designed to fucking completely annihilate us on a regular basis. And that's why I tell y'all to watch this video. And here it is, a YouTube video, The Crest Theory of Color Confrontation and Racism, White Supremacy. Now, okay, so why was these white people racist against me? Well, of course, they black, I'm white, right? No. Let's just erase that off the fucking books. White people don't have a problem with every black person. I'm going to repeat that. White people do not have a problem with every black person. What they have the most problem with is black people in authority, or black people that's successful, or black people that's doing something productive for black people. And here I am, a bald head, kind of, square shoulders, big black man, telling them motherfuckers what to do in the heart of Middle Georgia. You know what I'm saying? What they was experiencing was something called white rage. White rage. Now, here's another video I want y'all to check out. This one is this one here gonna open your eyes up too. It's called White Rage by Carol Anderson. It's 51 minutes and 48 seconds long. White Rage by Carol Anderson. You understand what I'm saying? When those people was lynching our people back in Jim Crow South, they weren't just picking up any old body off the side of the street and just deciding to hang a nigga today. No. They was hanging people who own businesses, people who were trying to get other people registered to vote. You see what I'm saying? White rage. You doing everything you could do to elevate yourself and your people. And that enrages white people. And you'll experience that rage on so many different levels. It'll be called like microaggression on the job. You'll start to, shit'll start happening to you that you don't really quite understand. I challenge all my brothers that's in corporate America right now, start to pay attention to this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because the truth is, your ass really don't belong in white corporate America. You need to be building black corporate America. You understand what I'm saying? We got to stop being slaves, period. We got to own shit, create shit, because we are creators. We're the most intelligent motherfuckers on this planet. This planet is ours. You feel me? Now, again, I had no clue about this thing, dealing with white rage, dealing with racism, and my naive black ass was just, you know what I'm saying? And so, fast forward, of course, I'm retired. I'm no longer in that field at all. And of course, I own a business or two, and I'm doing what I do. But again, all of this started from me watching that show, Oprah Winfrey, Where Do We Go From Here? And the bottom line is, them's motherfuckers don't know where we need to go from here. Nor do I believe they give a damn. Because they are good. Them motherfuckers is straight. The rest of us black people hurting, being killed in the streets like dogs with goddamn rabies. But they don't see themselves as us. They feel like those things won't happen to them. So why shake shit up? No, Oprah white handlers called her and said, hey, you know, we need to kind of get ahead of this situation. Why don't you create a show and let's just get all of the old talking points up. Let's fix this at the voting booth. You know, let's get Trump out of office. Let's put Biden in office, and hey, let's fix America. That ain't gonna fix America. We've been voting for fucking ever, and we still in the same place. Your vote has to mean something for you, black people. You don't just give your vote away for free. If you ain't getting reparations for your vote, then do not the fuck vote. Trump being in office another 100 fucking years, we still gonna be on this planet with they knee in our neck. I promise you. I promise you. Shit ain't gonna change until we change. Until we wake the fuck up and realize we playing a game we don't even know exists. So all of y'all, watch that YouTube video, The Crest Theory of Color Confrontation and Racism, White Supremacy by Frances Cress Welsing. It's the video that's an hour and 23 minutes long. And then watch the video about white rage by Carol Anderson. Carol Anderson. Okay? And that one's 51 minutes and 48 seconds long. Me telling y'all about y'all identity is pinnacle. But if you don't understand that the reason our identity was stolen is because of racism, white supremacy, then I would be missing a whole subject matter. You know what I'm saying? You got to know the cause and you got to know the effect. It's because of racism, white supremacy, that our identity was stolen to this level. You understand what I'm saying? So I have to show you, point you in the direction of this evil system. And therefore, once you understand that, you can move forward to the next level and next step. You see what I'm saying? So it's important for you to get this down in you so that you could teach it to your children and your friends. Just put it out there. You know what I'm saying? Because it's so important that we don't continue to do the same thing we keep doing. Okay, my niece asked, what's the name of the video? I'm gonna say it slow, and hopefully somebody could type it in. The first one is The Crest Theory, THE, Crest, CRESS, Crest Theory of Color, Confrontation, and Racism, White Supremacy, by Dr. Frances Cress Welsing. And I know that's a mouthful, but it's well worth it. We're going to continue to be crazy out of our motherfucking minds fighting this invisible enemy. You know what I'm saying? And we don't have to. The Crest Theory of Color Confrontation and Racism, White Supremacy by Dr. Frances Cress Welsing. So hopefully, please, somebody write that down if you can. If you've seen with me before and you've got it, please type it in so your people can have it. And it's the one that's an hour and 23 minutes long, okay? Now, the second video is a short one. The title is short. White Rage. White Rage by Carol Anderson. Even her name is simple. Carol. Carol Anderson. White Rage. Okay? And that video is 51 minutes and 48 seconds long. Okay? I promise you, you watch them two videos, you'll wake up tomorrow with a whole new perspective on things. You understand what I'm saying? Watch it as many times as you need to. You know, we've all been damaged by this system. We all just sometimes seem kind of loopy because of it. But ain't nothing in the world like understanding, you know. So, I'm going to get off this live right now and go eat. But I appreciate y'all for chiming in. And look here, please watch them videos. Now, y'all could direct message me if you didn't quite get the name of the videos. Please send me a direct message. Say, hey, let me see. Somebody wrote White Supremacy by Dr. Francis Cress Welsing was. Hopefully, please somebody write that down if you can't. Yeah, this person again is like me. They want that video, and I wish I could type it in, but I'm scared to push one of these damn buttons on his phone and end up erasing the live. I tell you what I'm gonna do. After this over, I'm gonna hit each one of y'all individually, and I'm gonna type it into y'all message so that y'all will have it. You know what I'm saying? That's the least I can do. You know what I'm saying? So y'all can have it. But it's so important, people. We got to do this. You know, don't be clueless like I was. Don't lose. God, I think I worked for that corporation for more than 10 years with that kind of stress on me. You know what I'm saying? Drinking heavy and not know why. You know, it's one thing to know when something bothering you. You know what I'm saying? Let's say you got a girlfriend who's just getting on your damn nerve, or a husband just pissing you off. You know what the problem is. But when you just going through life and everything is just so fucking weird, and you doing your best, but your best just ain't good enough, and you don't know why. Why? You know, I'm a grown ass black man. I ain't even afraid to tell y'all this. No, there would be some days I would just start crying for no fucking reason. It's like, why do I feel like this? I'm to myself and I'm fucking crying. That's stress. That's you fighting an invisible enemy. That's all that is, and you feel helpless. I was so glad when I finally understood this shit. It was like a weight was lifted up off my shoulders. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna be honest with you. After learning about this, I don't think I haven't cried. It's been years now. I no longer work for corporate America either. So that I'm sure that got a lot to do with it too. So, but anyway, you know what I'm saying. And here's a little hint too. If you never want to work another day in your life, here's a little secret I learned years ago. If you never want to work another day in your life, find something you're passionate about. Something you would do for absolutely free. Again, if you never want to work another day in your life, find something that you're absolutely passionate about. Something you would do for free. And it could be multiple things. They don't have to be one thing, but find at least one thing. You got it? Find something you're passionate about that you would do for free if you could. Now, to never work another day in your life, once you find that thing that you're passionate about, now, find a way to make money doing it. Find a way to turn your passion into a profitable business. And therefore, every day that you do what you do, you loving life. You doing what you want to do and you loving it. And you getting paid to do it. That's called never working another day of your life. You see what I'm saying, people? When you're freed up from this system that's got a fucking chain on your neck and a knee in your back, once you're free from bullshit like that, you can have these kind of thoughts. To never work another day in your life, find something that you are passionate about, something that you would do for absolutely free, and then find a way to monetize it. Find a way to make money doing it. You understand what I'm saying? And that would free you up to pursue other passions. And the wonders it'll do for your own body and heart, because now you got less stress on you. You see, you're doing something you enjoy, something you love. You feel what I'm saying? And what I'm doing right now, talking to y'all, right now, this is my passion. You know what I'm saying? I do teach this thing. You know, I ain't making money doing it right now, and I got other businesses, so I don't really have to make money doing it right now. But my goal is to somehow, some way, get students who are very serious about this and want to just push straight the fuck through. Put a message in my DM, and then I'll bring you in on the class. And it's money back guaranteed. I mean, if you don't learn nothing, then I don't want your money. Because for me, it ain't about money. It's about your attention. So if you are interested in it's a 4-week class. We meet once a week, video conference, and it's very affordable. I mean, I don't want nobody's money. But again, when people serious about something, they'll pay for it. Now, what I'm saying is, if you trust me enough to tell you and teach you and direct you in a direction, I'm willing to give you your money back if it ain't something you thought it would be. You know what I'm saying? So this is a shameless plug for me monetizing my passion of teaching my people. You understand what I'm saying? But again, hit me on my direct message if it's something you want to take advantage of. It'll end up being, we'll meet 4 times, one day out of each week, and it'll be about an hour per time we meet. It's a video conference. It'll be you and probably all the other students who are on at that time. But you'll blow right through this stuff. And usually at the end of this, you'll find something about yourself that you didn't even think about or knew, and you'll move forward in that direction. You know what I'm saying? So again, I'm gonna end the live, but people, I'm gonna go back and everybody that left comments, I'm gonna put those 2 videos in your message thing. So if you didn't try to figure out how to write it down or worry about it, I'm gonna fix that for you, because it's so important to me that y'all understand that this system of racism and white supremacy, it affects all of us negatively. The only people it affects positively is racist white people and black people who are down with racist white people, like celebrities and ball players. See, these people are high-paid house niggas. I can't call it nothing but what it is. They're high-paid house niggas that keeps our focus off of us. And we spend all of our money and time and attention on them. And we're just defeated every time we do this, because we don't know any better. You know what I'm saying? Because again, I thought that a celebrity, somebody like Oprah, Michael Jordan, any actress or actor, they could just say a few things out their mouth and just change things. But if they do that, they become an enemy to the system of racism and white supremacy. They lose all their privileges, and they'll end up probably broke. I don't know if y'all saw this when the rioting and shit was going on. That one actor, the black dude, he from England, and I always find it weird. They have actors that's from England, and when they acting, they sound American. Can't they just find some American black actor to play the damn part of an American? But these motherfuckers be from England. But anyway, this guy, I think he was Star Wars, black guy from Star Wars, and he was, had the bullhorn, and after that. Well, he might have said it on while he was thinking. He was afraid by him speaking out that he might lose, acting jobs because of it. You know what I'm saying? So they know that if they speak against the system, it could cost them their career. So they do know that. So they ain't as innocent as, I'm thinking they are. But here's the thing. The people who watch them in their movies are us. We spend money to pay to watch them do what they do. Am I right or wrong? But the majority of people who watch movies and entertainment is black people. Now, of course, white people and Spanish people, everybody watch these people. But I'm talking majority. We'll just go with one movie. The Black Panther. Majority of people that supported that movie I think that movie made fucking trillions or billions. It made a lot of money. Was us. So that tells me we really don't need white people to produce shit for us. We don't need them to create anything for us. If we make movies for ourselves, by ourselves, game over. We don't need them. There are so many examples of this. The brand, the clothing brand, FUBU, For Us, By Us, was a huge success. Huge success. But then somebody sold it to white people, or white people forced them to sell it to them. You see what I'm saying? White people cannot handle successful black people unless that successful black person is working for them. You see what I'm saying? See, all of us thought Oprah was her own woman. Like ain't nobody above Oprah. Wrong. Very wrong. Matter of fact, when Harvey Weinstein was going through his problems, and people, like Harvey Weinstein, Oprah, that's one of her friends. Oprah said out of her own mouth that if, you know, when Harvey Weinstein called, you know, you don't want to take the call because, you know, he'll bully you into getting what he wants. You know what I mean? Well, if you're so powerful, who the fuck you care who that is? If you got everything going on, you don't need him, then why you nervous to answer the damn phone? That's because she ain't running shit. She ain't running shit at all. She ain't her own woman. It's all a facade. She get millions of dollars and she do all that. But that money come from white people. The minute she piss off white people, she gonna end up like what's the old dude in jail right now? Bill Cosby. You know what I'm saying? Once white people don't need your black ass no more, they gonna throw you out the door. And you might end up in jail or dead. So for our people to continue to be used by that system against your own people, it's ludicrous. And it need to end. So I hope this message actually get to some influencers and I'm trying to wake up as many people as I can. We don't need white people. We never have. They are simply middle. They like middle people. They're in the middle. We create the product. They manage the product and sell it to us. They sit in the middle and make millions of dollars off of us on the front end and the back end. We the ones that come up with the idea, and we the ones that buy the thing. I kid you not, you can't make this shit up. They just a fucking middleman making all the damn money. We don't need them, never have. People, y'all have your homework assignments. I'm gonna send you them. I'm gonna send I'm gonna type them videos in y'all box or whatever you call it. I'm an old dinosaur now. I ain't too tech savvy like I used to be, so that y'all can watch them. And when y'all watch them, y'all reach out to me. Y'all tell me if these things are starting to make a difference in your life. You know what I'm saying? Because all of this is for a purpose. I ain't just here to just be wasting my breath or just saying some shit. I ain't an actor. I ain't a comedian. I'm damn sure ain't no entertainer. I'm not here to entertain y'all. You know, I'm here to show you something very important. So please follow suit. Watch them videos. That's it. You watch the video, I promise you something good gonna happen. All right, y'all. Peace out. I love each and every one of y'all.